We have an election commission meeting scheduled for today. This is Judge Catherine Sawa, and I hereby call this meeting to order. May I have the introduction of our other officers, please?
Roxanne Holloway, County Clerk.
Erin Van Dyke, County Treasurer. Welcome. We had a meeting August 30th, 2023, and we have some meeting minutes that need to be approved. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll support.
I will also support, making it unanimous. The minutes from the August 30th, 2023 meeting are therefore approved. We have before us today a request to approve and adopt a resolution of November 7th, 2023, allowing a special election ballot for printing and to establish consolidated precincts for November 7th, 2023 special elections. Finally, to approve and adopt early in-person voting polling locations. So we'll take those one at a time. Was there anything else that should be on our agenda for today?
I have nothing.
No. All right. We haven't had any participants from the public come in today. We made sure the door was unlocked and our meeting is available as well. So let's go ahead and take our first issue, the potential resolution of November 7th, 2023 special election ballots for printing. We'd like to take that one.
I can go ahead and do that. I did send them an email so that you had copies as well. We have them here today too. It's a combination election for November. We have cities have their general elections along with two special school elections. So when it's an odd year, a lot of times the jurisdictions will consolidate their precincts because they anticipate a lower voter turnout. And so Adrian City, they have done that. So you'll see that on the ballots there. And we've got all four of the cities holding elections. Now Tecumseh City is unique because not only are they holding their general election, but they do have the Tecumseh Public Schools holding a special election. And the Tecumseh City Clerk is the one that is a coordinator, and she holds the physical election for the schools. So they have consolidated elections, or excuse me, precincts, and we have that. That's what we're looking at later on, but you'll take a look on these ballots and you'll notice on the precinct 1 and 2 of City Tecumseh, they do have their city offices, council members to vote on, along with a charter revision and their charter commission vote there. And then they also have the Tecumseh Public Schools. But then if you look at the precinct 3 and 4, those are jurisdictions that are outside of the city of Tecumseh, but within that school district. And they will be voting in the same location as the voters for the city of Tecumseh, just different ballot style because they won't have the authority to vote on the school proposal. And then the last one is the Fairfield Township, and that was for St. Creek Community Schools. The Fairfield Township Clerk does she's the coordinator for the special elections for the school. And so the physical election will be held at Fairfield Township, but the outer lying jurisdictions will be issuing their own 80 ballots and things and getting them to that precinct by election day. So when it comes to special school elections, it gets a little bit unique, and there's a lot going on that people don't realize in the background of things. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
So are you saying that, for example, when I'm looking at the city of Morenci precinct 1 ballot,
Yeah.
Is that going to be available in Morenci as well?
That's the only ballot that will be available in Morenci City, and then Hudson the same. They only have one precinct, so they only have one ballot.
Okay. But they don't have to come to Tecumseh to vote or something.
Nope, they go right to their location there within their jurisdiction.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Do I have a motion to approve and adopt this resolution?
I'll make that motion.
I'll support. I also support, making it unanimous. So the resolution of November 7th, 2023 special election ballots for printing is approved. Next on the agenda is the resolution to establish consolidated precincts for November 7th, 2023 special elections. I think you already talked a little bit about
I
that.
did kind of go into some detail regarding the ballot styles. So really just consolidating so that voters go to one location within that school district. And that's basically what that is all about.
Great. Well, I will make the motion to approve that resolution to establish consolidated precincts for November 7th, special elections.
I'll support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous. So that one is also approved and will be adopted. Finally, to approve and adopt the early in-person voting polling location. Tell me a little bit about that.
This is all new. In fact, Michelle is my election coordinator, and she has really taken the lead on getting things done when it comes to early voting, working hard to make sure we're following each and every new election law, trying to understand it, getting direction from the Bureau of Elections. We're still working on that along with the local clerks. And so she's going to go through what we're approving today, and we can share a little bit more on the voting, early voting. But right now, we're gonna adopt the resolution. We're here to adopt that resolution to consolidate the precincts within one location countywide, with the exception of one jurisdiction that has decided to hold their own early voting. And she's gonna tell a little bit about the polling location.
Okay. Can we have your full name to start with?
Yes, Michelle Bates, and I am the Lenawee County Election Coordinator.
All right. Could you hear her okay? All right. So.
Do you want me to step over?
There's a
to-
microphone
There's
in
a
the
mic-
middle
yeah.
there.
Right here.
But sometimes it doesn't work. You'll have to test it out and see.
How about now? If you talk,
Project. I could hear you.
okay.
There's also
Michelle-
that microphone right there, that portable one, if you want to grab that and turn it on. It's in the cup
It's in
holder
a cup.
in the folder.
by the pen, that orange. There you go.
This one.
That's it.
If it was any closer. All right, is that okay?
Yes, much
All
better.
right, Michelle Bates, Lenawee County Election Coordinator. The site that we've chosen after careful consideration of several other sites is the Lenawee County Human Service Building out there on Winter Street. The polling location is required to be accessible and comply with voting accessibility for the elderly and handicapped and Help America Vote Act of 2002. It also was required to be a controlled room with locks and storage that also locks because the equipment will be shut down and stored every night for 9 days prior to the election. The other things that we took into consideration when choosing the site was the expected turnout, parking, public transportation, central location for the entire county, being that all of our jurisdictions, except for the one that Roxanne previously mentioned, will be coming to, or have the option to come to vote for the 9 days early voting. We also wanted to make sure that we had generator backup. It really did check all of the boxes that we were looking for. It's county owned, so we're saving taxpayers money. We're not having to rent a facility that we have had to do in the past for other items. So all of the voters will get notice by mail that the 9 days early voting will be at the Lenawee County Human Service Building,
Which precinct has opted out of using the singular location?
Fairfield Township.
Fairfield Township.
Yeah.
Okay, you mentioned.
So they will have a location, their normal well, actually, I think they are doing a different site than their normal location. But they will be holding early voting. It's just, they won't be participating.
So which elections specifically will be available for that early voting timeframe?
So right now, the law calls for is required to offer it for all state and federal. So right now, that's what the county is going to offer is state and federal elections. It's 9 days. It starts 2 Saturdays before the elections and has to end on Sunday prior to the election. So there would not be any early voting at this time, Monday, the day before. And then this doesn't take away from any of the rights to vote on election day. So if this location isn't convenient for somebody or doesn't want to come in and vote early, they don't have to. They can still vote absentee or at their normal polling location on election day.
Great.
Our hours are going to be 9 to 5. And it is 9 consecutive days, and it does include Saturday and Sunday.
And I'm sure you'll have to bring
It's a
your,
big undertaking.
bring your identification.
Yes.
Do you need your voter's registration card?
No, driver's license is sufficient for that. You can also, there is an affidavit, as there always has been, if you don't have a driver's license in possession when you vote.
Okay, great. Well, any other questions or discussion on any of those issues?
I don't have any.
All right, well, thank you. That's great information. I'll go ahead and move to adopt that early in-person voting polling location as described.
I'll second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we've got unanimous approval on that as well. We have an opportunity for public comments, but again, we haven't had anybody join us today for those purposes. Ms. Goodron, you're technically part of the public. Any comment today?
No comments.
All right. Well, do we have a motion to adjourn then?
I'll make that motion.
I'll support.
I'll also support, making it unanimous. We are adjourned for the day. Thank you so much, ladies, for all the work you do and for all of the information that we had today. We are adjourned.